We're here at Ellis Island, just off the boat, and we have people that are taking us back in time to what it would have been like. Hi, I'm Maria Papadakis with the Greek Reporter here at Ellis Island for the GABBY Awards. Here we are with you're helping me today get off the boat. Am I on the list?
I don't know, ma'am. Do you have your papers with you?
Oh, I do. Well, they do.
All right, inside, okay.
Yeah, so we'll be okay.
Make sure you have your papers when you get inside.
I have some friends with me here that are coming too. We have a wonderful man here who's doing some translation in Greek and English for a beautiful girl here as well. Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from Nausa, Greece.
Well, we're here, and is your friend also from the same place?
No, she is from... Από πού είστε εσείς?
Εγώ είμαι από το Μοστίτσι, έξω από τα Καλάβρητα.
Μοστίτσι, Καλάβρητα.
Πελοπόννησο.
Πελοπόννησο.
How many people are coming through today?
We see about 800 to 1,000 people a day.
Wow. Well, we're going to go sneak in now. We have quite a ride to even get inside. We're glad to have you guys. Don't worry, we're fine. Right, conductor man?
Make sure you step lively. No waiting on the gangplank now.
Okay. All right. We're heading in.
A news anchor at Fox in Chicago.
And I'm Laura Evans-Manitas from Fox 5 News in Washington, D.C. We're in this building tonight. This is unbelievable.
It's moving just to be here, isn't it? And I don't know, many of you have been here before. This is my first visit. It's really, really a moving experience.
My name is Calliope, my grandmother's name. Γιαγιά μου, πού είμαι? I have traveled for 30 days on the King Alexander with so many women, and yet I was alone. We came this far to become brides.
So welcome again, and let's talk about our opening performances. What a way to set the tone for the 2011 GABBY Awards, huh?
We arrived after a very difficult day at sea. We slept in one single room, one bed after another. We were one giant mass of humanity. Occasionally, I dreamed of you, the Batera, the village, but most often it was America I dreamed of. On our final day of our journey, I knew we have arrived because I heard people screaming, America! America! Panayana! We have arrived in America!
Ellis Island is a place of names, and here millions of immigrants called out theirs for the very first time. Proud names, long names in the case of many Greek Americans, names that would twist the tongue before they stepped ashore here onto American soil. More than 400,000 Greeks passed through this room between 1900 and 1920 alone. To most, Ellis Island was an island of hope, a brief stopping off point on a way to a better life. To an unfortunate few, it became an island of tears, a place of detention and possible rejection.
For us, marriage is about having a family. They say that love is not important. Tradition is everything. I am my father's daughter. I have a duty to him and his reputation. The family name must remain golden. Καλύτερα να σου βγει το So whether they are good enough to marry depends on me and my behavior. But will I ever see them again? Will I ever see my village again? Oh, family, please make America beautiful too. Will it feel like Greece? Will I be able to plant basilico in New York so it smells like home? Will I hear the sounds of church bells ringing on Sunday mornings? Will there be a blue ocean? Greek people die without blue.
As we watch the video, you'll see they waited in long lines. They endured humiliating physical and mental examinations. They had tags pinned to their clothing, identifying their country of origin and their mental competence. Many changed into their ethnic dress right before they got off their ships. It was a statement of pride for the place they left. These people, these pioneers, your parents, your grandparents, even some of you in this room, passed through this very room, which is now called, as you know, the registry room. And I don't know about you, Anna, but I can certainly feel their spirits here in this room tonight.
We weren't allowed on the upper decks because those were reserved for first-class passengers, but the ship's crew could not hold back so many Greeks trying to get their first glimpse of America. I walked up the steps. Till I keep my eyes for the first time in almost a month. There she was. Larger than life, a stunning lady, greeting us as we entered the harbor of New York City. They called her Lady Liberty, and she carried a torch that would guide all of us into the journey into the new world. We were loaded like cattle onto an island called Ellis. We went into this great room, a room larger than anything I've ever seen before. One by one, we waited for hours. My turn came. Name? Papadakis Dimitrios. Stamp my papers and he proclaimed, "Welcome to America. Welcome, Jim Papas."
I must find Dimitri Papas. I must marry Dimitri Papas. Are you Dimitri? What do they call him here in America? I know nothing about this man, Pipota. All I have is this picture. He has a mustache. I do not see him. Will this be love?
Awards we are giving tonight are truly a testament to their resilience and their fortitude.
My thanks to the Great American Foundation for this great honor and for all they do for all of us. I want to thank my parents, Thomas and Evagenia. They came to New York from Irish because of Laconia with the five of us in 1930. They gave us freedom. Freedom in a big word, and personal freedom to find a trusted self. For me, this is the story, the goal each of us live only once.
Please join me tonight in welcoming Melina Kanakaridis and John Varvatos.
I don't know, John, are you feeling the nerves a little bit?
Wow, what a special night, I have to say. I don't know, coming over on the boat for me was, for both of us, was pretty emotional. Both sets of my grandparents came through Ellis Island, and thinking about what they would be thinking about us all here today was pretty special.
Right, and having them come back with us tonight is amazing, and On the boat ride over here, there was a wonderful man who came up to me, speaking only Greek, and asking me a question: where am I supposed to go? I don't know this town, I can't read. And I started to tell him and played into it, and then realized that he was playing my grandfather, Christo Kama. And my grandfather came over at 19 years old and was quarantined here for 8 weeks because he had pleurisy. And he played this whole thing out, and my papa was a zacharoplastis, chocolate maker. Then he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a piece of chocolate, and at that point I just started crying. It's such an honor to be here tonight. I feel like 2 years went by so quickly. Thank you all so much for being here and celebrating America's best and brightest. And the fact that we're Greek just makes it a bonus.
And how about Greg Pappas, my God? Have you ever been to a Greek event this organized? My God, this is unbelievable. So I guess we're talking about the first award.
The first award, which I had the privilege and honor of being given 2 years ago, the Performing Arts Award this evening.
And the GABBY Award goes to
Constantine Maroulis.
Constantine Maroulis, Tony-nominated singer and American Idol finalist, took the smash hit Broadway show Rock of Ages on a sold-out nationwide tour.
Constantine could not be with us tonight, but he is so honored, and I believe he's giving us a little speech.
Yep.
So, let me get this straight. Galifianakis, he couldn't make it. He's kind of busy these days. And Tina Fey, what is she doing? Come on, really? Fine. Okay, so, hi. My name is Constantine. I'm Greek, and thank you, Greek people of Ellis Island, of New York, of the world, for this distinguished honor.
Our next presenter tonight was born Yannis Anastasakis on the island of Crete, and he came to the United States when he was just a baby.
Many of you in this room will know him as the sinister Victor Kyriakis from the daytime drama Days of Our Lives, one of the longest running roles on daytime television of that same something. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. John Aniston.
You know, like everybody else, I feel very nostalgic being in this room. My father came through this very room over 101 years ago. And he told me stories, as we heard before in the little drama that we had this evening, about being processed by the people here. And if your name was Papadopoulos, you had a 50-50 shot at Pappas or Poulos. Well, my father he felt very lucky because he managed to get out with his whole name. Until he moved to Casper, Wyoming, and Anastasakis and cowboys didn't go too well together. So they were told that they had to change their name, and that's where Aniston was born. Now they've asked me to present the GABBY Award in politics. I'm not sure exactly why. I haven't had very much to do with politics. Unless it has to do with the character I play on television, Victor Kyriakis, who has pockets full of them. So it is my pleasure to present the GABBY Award for 2001 in politics. And the winner is Senator Olympia Snowe.
Senator Olympia Snowe, Republican U.S. Senator from Maine, with a reputation of being one of the country's leading centrists, is broadly respected by politicians on both sides of the aisle,
and first Greek American woman elected to the U.S. Congress.
Thank you very much, John, for that generous introduction. What could be more Hellenic than an actor and a politician sharing the same stage? You know, if I think about it, both of our endeavors date back 2,000 years to ancient Greece, although I'm not that ancient. You know, actually, I was surprised because, you know, with all the theatrics going on in Congress and in Washington, I actually thought that I might be lumped into the performing arts category. But I'm going to thank Greg Pappas and the Greek American Foundation for showing mercy on me, and in return I'll keep my remarks brief, recalling the fate of Socrates, who went around lecturing everybody until, that is, they poisoned him. Let me begin by saying Christo Padapoli, Kalisperasas. Now, for those of you who don't understand Greek, and those of you who do and still don't understand what I just said, thank you very much. Good evening. I'm very happy to be with you. It is a great honor.
I'm happy to say that the winner of this year's GABBY Award in Science and Medicine is Dr. Andreas Sakis.
Dr. Andreas Zakis, world-renowned transplant surgeon and research scientist who has performed more than 2,000 liver transplants and whose innovative techniques have advanced the field of transplant surgery and saved countless lives.
I have to admit, I was born in New York, of Greek and Armenian parents, and I've lived here all my life. And this is the first time I've been here on Ellis Island. The psicólogos.
Louis C. Hoyos, photographer and documentary film director, best known for his Oscar-winning documentary The Cove, which brought international attention to the brutal capture of dolphins at the town of Taiji in Japan.
You know, what made me Greek, I felt, wasn't just the DNA, it was the love and the compassion for fellow man and now fellow species that I'm able to extend to other people. So that to me is what it means to be Greek.
A few months ago, when Maria Papadakis, in front of about 1.5 billion television viewers all over the world, raised that Oscar over her head and said, "Okay, Michael, let's go," she wasn't kidding.
It's my privilege, of course. It's my heartfelt privilege to introduce this evening Michael Dukakis as the Lifetime Achievement Award. There are lots of things we know about Michael. He was assemblyman, he was governor, he ran a marathon when he was 17, he ran for president in '88. And there are things that not many people know about Michael. They don't know that he has, as far as I'm concerned, an totally unreasonable belief in the democratic process.
It's a very emotional moment for me, as it is for many of you, because 100 years ago, next April, a young 15-year-old Greek lad, parents Mytilene, moved like a lot of the islanders to the Turkish mainland, and my dad was born in the town of Adramiti, not too far from Ivali. came to the United States when he was 15 over the violent objection of his father who didn't want him to come in 1912. Didn't speak a word of English, didn't have a lot of money in his pocket, had two older brothers working in the textile mills in Lawrence and Lowell, Massachusetts. And folks, that young man, 12 years later, was graduating from the Harvard Medical School. How he did it? So like so many of you folks, I've been blessed. And it all began here. And the one thing I hope we will continue to do is to make sure that young Greek Americans understand the importance of that Athenian oath and become deeply and actively involved in the politics and the public life of this country. It's part of our heritage. And I want to see that happen. So my thanks to Greg, to the foundation, to my fabulous cousin, to so many of you who helped in 1988. I'm sorry I didn't do better. Bush 1, you've never heard of Bush 2, we wouldn't be in this mess. But we have a special role to play in this country, and a particularly special role to play in public service. And I hope we will take that very seriously. 1,000 thanks. I will treasure this
for me, my mother really was the one who helped me go through. And I don't want to say too much, I mean, it's just very emotional, obviously. But I wanted to say that she worked quite hard to really make me who I am. Thank you.
And I'm here to present the category for athletics. And the philosophy of the Greeks always is of sound mind and body, and of course, stomach. And the winner is Chris Chelios.
Chris Chelios, retired NHL hockey player and current Detroit Red Wings advisor with a long and storied hockey career spanning nearly 3 decades and serving as the oldest player in the NHL right up until his retirement.
Introduce you to those who celebrate the ideals of Hellenism that have made us all successful and promote ideals for the generations to come. And I have the honor of announcing a HEPA Supreme President, Nikolai Kostas.
Wow, what an honor. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a truly humbling moment to be here this evening representing the Order of AHEPA. As you've heard, the AHEPA has 89 years of history preserving Hellenism in the United States and abroad. It was founded in 1922 to help those Greek Americans, those very pictures, those images that you saw on the screen, assimilate into this great country. And here we are 89 years later, and the AHEPA has not stopped helping Greeks everywhere.
AHEPA, the American Hellenic Educational Progressive Association, a historic organization founded in 1922 that has helped hundreds of thousands of Greek Americans through its mission to promote Hellenism, education, philanthropy, civic responsibility, family, and individual excellence.
Please welcome the CEO of John Thomas Financial, Tommy Belisi.
I want to acknowledge first and foremost Greg Pappas, the Greek American Foundation, all of its great sponsors for making tonight possible. Let's give them a big round of applause. passion and drive of all the millions of immigrants who had the courage to come from other countries to this great country, you know, with just the shirts on their back to better themselves and their families. Immigrants that would bear children that would achieve a great level of success that no one could ever imagine. Like a child that would grow up and become one of our presidents, Theodore Roosevelt. A pioneer entertainer like Walter Elias Disney. A great inventor like Albert Einstein. All great success stories, just like our nominees. An Entrepreneur Award to Mr. Jim Giannopoulos.
James Giannopoulos, Chairman and CEO of Foxfield Entertainment, who oversaw the studio's release of the critically acclaimed Oscar-winning film Avatar, the highest-grossing film of all time.
Thank you, but to win, but to be presented the award by Tommy, you guys don't know the story. We were making Wall Street 2, and you know, every day they show us the dailies from the shoot, and so I'm looking at this scene, and I see this guy, and he's just terrific in the scene. I said, yeah, I've never seen that actor. Who is that guy? And it turns out it's not an actor, it's a trader. It's Tommy kind of being himself, but also doing a phenomenal job, so I'm grateful for that. Thank you to Greg and to the Greek American Foundation, and I was actually honored to be in the same category as John Varvatos and Jamie Dimon, so I'm particularly grateful for this award. And like so many others that spoke earlier, I'm humbled by this experience. I had emotion washing over me all evening, and I hope I keep it in check, because as humbled as I am by the award, I'm even more humbled by the legacy of my ancestry and the footsteps that echo in these halls. I think what's most important about tonight is to make sure that the America that we look forward to and that our kids and grandchildren look forward to is the same America and the same inspirational place that our ancestors came to. And so I thank you very much for this wonderful year.
All the way from Detroit, Michigan. A lot of Detroit people here tonight. Congratulations, Peter.
Thank you. This wonderful award. It's not as heavy as the Stanley Cup, which I had the honor of hoisting 2 years ago. Let's see, Greg, this event was supposed to be over by 9:30?
9:30.
It's only 11:15. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. I want to thank my wonderful wife, Danielle, and my twin boys, there are going to be 2, Socrates and Leonidas.
Stai qui